It's week 8, which means it's trade deadline time. Now, I don't necessarily have any plans to make any trades. We recently traded Kenny Golladay. That was a trade involving the Chicago Bears. And there are some players that have moved around. Auden Tate is signing a contract with the Chargers, but is not traded from anywhere. If we check out league transactions, I imagine we'll see some players get traded around this time if I had to bet. As you can see, wow, interesting. Josh Palmer and Brendan James to the Jets from the Chargers. The Jets move Ashton Davis to get it done. Of course, this was our trade. If you missed out on this episode, go back and watch it week 6. Bears traded us a first-round pick, and they're very good right now. They're undefeated. So this is a pick projected to be at the very back end of the first round, and we traded a second-round pick, and, of course, Kenny Golladay to get it done. Juan Thornhill was traded to the Cowboys. Eli Apple was traded from the Cowboys to the Chiefs, so we won't be seeing him again. But also, we don't play the Cowboys this year, so we played them twice really early. And our bye week, by the way, is not until week 14, the absolute latest it can be. Solomon Kindley, as you can see, was also traded as well. But Mock Draft 2 is up. We're on a 3-game winning streak, playing some really good football right now. Not perfect, but we're doing what we can. Right now, the projected number 1 overall pick is Nick Gordon, quarterback out of Oregon, projected to go 1 to the Saints. Tim Gresham, a left tackle out of Georgia, to the Texans, still always trying to improve that offensive line. From the players that I like, wow, they weren't comfortable with just Daniel Brinkley. They want to take another big-time DB I'm interested in as well. That's also 23. It's Bryson Hendricks. We've talked about him. I've talked about him at length, I would say, already. But it's undeniable. 65% scouted already. I might get that all the way up to 100. But he has got B hit power, B man coverage, B tackle, and then A to C zone coverage with really good-looking athleticism overall. I think the player is going to be very good, but right now he's projected to be a top 10 pick, which means we would likely have to move up to get him because we're winning games right now, and so are the Bears. Trayvon Brown is another player I'm pretty interested in, defensive tackle out of Oklahoma State, only 21 years old, 6'4", 316 pounds with B block shed, B finesse moves, B power moves, A tackle, physically very good to great speed, great to elite strength. I really like the look of this player. I think he could be phenomenal. And with the expiring contract of Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence, we are in a position to draft a defensive tackle and maybe even high in the draft if it comes to it. The other safety I'm really interested in, Glenn Gore out of Oregon, is projected to go middle of the first round right now. And he's quite good. Also a very good athlete. He's up to 75% scouted, although we still don't really know everything there is to know about him. But the important thing is that he's a really good athlete with A zone coverage. So that combination of athleticism plus just actual ability should be really good. And I've talked about these linebackers already. I know we have linebacker Tay Crowder, who's not interested in re-signing, is one of those guys who's played well for us. Not so much this year, kind of a step down from his Defensive Player of the Year runner-up from a season ago. But this linebacker class is good. And I know, recording this in advance, this is the 23rd of September as I record this. I know everyone's going to be like, dude, you do not need a linebacker. Don't draft a linebacker. You don't need it. But as you know, depth is important. And when you get a player like this, who's a really great athlete with unbelievable ability as well, here's what's really interesting to me about him is he is an outside linebacker who's a run stopper archetype. Not pass coverage, but run stopper. But at the same time, he still has A zone coverage. That's obviously extremely appealing. And then A to C man coverage as well. I think he's going to be phenomenal. And there's the Notre Dame linebacker connection with Dontrell Cobb. We could definitely package and run that storyline. And then you can see this other outside linebacker moving all the way into the first round. Even though he's projected round 3 to 4, the ability is there. He's a pass coverage type, still an outside linebacker, right? A pursuit, A tackle, A zone coverage, and also an amazing athlete. I really hope he's available in round 3 or round 4, because I will certainly take him. But he looks very similar to the other linebacker out of Notre Dame, Caleb Claiborne, the difference is the archetype. Pass coverage versus run stopper. They both have A pursuit, tackling, and zone coverage, as you'll notice. But the block shedding on John Bost is B to D, which leads me to believe it's probably a little bit lower. And he's probably going to be pretty similar to Akil Edmonds, who he took from a season ago. And Caleb Claiborne has B block shedding, which is already really, really good. So I'm not going to pass on what I think to be a good player just because that position is already maybe looking toward solidified on our team. I'm not going to take a worse player just to take a worse player. I'm not going to do it. My draft strategy, my philosophy, take the best player and it'll work itself out. Going back to negotiations, it's Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Xavier McKinney, big play Darnay, and then we can't negotiate right now with Andrew Thomas or anyone to the right, including Tay Crowder. It puts me in an interesting spot. Tay Crowder is a 26-year-old player, star development, so he'll be turning 27 while still definitely well below an 80 overall. I'm not necessarily looking to trade Tay Crowder here at the deadline. I just don't necessarily know what to do with him. The one thing I absolutely do want to make sure of, though, is getting back big play Darnay. Now, he doesn't have a super huge vested interest in my team right now, as you can see from the bottom right, but he's played very well for us. And as you can see from the offer he's expecting, he doesn't want a lot of money for the value he brings back. Only 25 years old, 79 overall, superstar development, and won Defensive Player of the Year last year. I want to lock him up long term. And what does that mean? I'm willing to overpay, because he's very, very good, to get it done. You guys know if you're watching, he is the lifeblood of the defense right now. He's always making the big play. That's why we call him Big Play Darnay. We got to try and bring him back. And he's going to be back on a 5-year extension. And I think it's a contract that's obviously very well earned. I'd like to bring back Xavier McKinney as well. I really don't see a scenario where he's not with the Giants next year. However, he's going to want a little bit more money. And he wants to win. Really, really wants to win. And I wish there was some way that he could see, hey, we're moving toward that. So I might wait on trying to extend him. I think that's probably going to be a better call. What does Dexter Lawrence want? He also wants to win. You know, it's interesting that he has next to no interest in our team. Despite historic championships, we do quite well in that regard. And highest offer, you know, we could definitely offer him some decent money. It's just the career winning percentage completely is outweighing everything else, I guess. But shouldn't that be, like, over a little bit? Why is it all the way over? Leonard Williams does want to be back. He declined the last offer, but he's not a player I want back long term. I want it to be something closer to, you know, a 2-year deal. I would amp up the money, I would say slightly, to bring him back. I don't think this is ridiculous. It's going to be $23 million over 2 years. It's pretty much what he's making right now. He's 29. You can expect him to get a little bit worse, but right now he's a very good player for us. I want to bring him back. That's my offer. And Leonard Williams returns as well. So it's a 5-year contract for Darnay Holmes, and it's a 2-year contract for Leonard Williams. Are there any draft stories right now? Ooh, there are. So being the son of a legendary football coach has put quarterback Pat Northcutt on the fast track to the NFL from a young age. He enters his final college season with little left to prove. So that is the Colorado State quarterback, Pat Northcutt. I don't really think he looks great. He's a strong arm type. His deep accuracy is going to have to be great. He's not really a great athlete, but does have a cannon. Not really interested in a quarterback, though. And the other one is actually extremely interesting. Jackson shatters dreams and single-game Penn State interception record. It was a banner day for strong safety Harvey Jackson, who set a new Penn State record for interceptions in a game this week. 3, maybe? He assumed some players had 2 before. 3 would be something. 4 would be damn near impossible, and I do already have him on my board. He's a hybrid safety with good man coverage. Zone coverage is just okay, and he's a decent looking athlete. And it seems like based on that story, he might have a decent development trait as well, if that has anything to do with it. We'll keep him on the board. We could use a strong safety, obviously, but not sure it's going to be him. I think there are better safeties in the class. My scouting national focus, I don't know. I mean, our expertise is defensive end and outside linebacker. The strength of the class is apparently left end. I'll do defensive end because we get an efficiency boost. Considered outside linebacker, but I think we know enough about the linebackers already, the two that I really like, John Boss from Bama and Caleb Claiborne from Notre Dame. We know a lot about the safeties already, and I can make them specific focus players coming up in week 11 as well, so I don't really feel the need to make them my focus. So we'll do defensive end, and when you look at left end, honestly, to me, it's not that impressive of a group. I have Jarius Knighton watched on my board. A to C block shedding is what is particularly interesting with him at 6'6", 270. B power moves is just okay. B tackling is just okay. He's really, really strong with solid to good speed, which I think is pretty good. I could see him being a really good player, just not really an elite pass rusher at this moment. So I would hesitate to take him so high. I'll be honest, it's concerning that this is the strength of the class. It's really, really concerning. Rod McCullough could be good value in round 2 or 3. Another Oregon prospect. And DJ Davidson, the defensive tackle, was signed from our practice squad by the Browns. But we're finally ready to answer some questions and game plan for the elite quarterback, Tom Brady. And, I mean, we have to have unrelenting pressure for the sack skull. Tom Brady, I think, should be a quarterback we should be able to sack if we just fly up the field at him. Facing a quarterback like Tom Brady always presents an immense challenge for any defense looking to stop him. What style of play will give him most trouble? We've seen it already, Giants versus Tom Brady in Super Bowls, right? The Spags defense, Steve Spagnuolo, exotic blitz packages, getting Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora, Matthias Kiwanuka involved. Michael Strahan for the first one going after the quarterback, right? Unrelenting pressure is the key to beating Tom Brady. And that will be my answer. It all starts with pressure. If he has too much time to throw, we'll get torched like everybody else. But if you can apply pressure and make him uncomfortable, it gives you the best chance to slow him down. Beat the Patriots and have 2+ sacks on defense. That is doable. My entire defense will have +5 finesse and power moves this week. I would watch out if my name was Tom Brady. Because for Kayvon Thibodeau, that means 88 power moves and 80 finesse moves. For Azeez Ojulari, it means 86 finesse moves and power moves at 76. And then for my two big defensive tackles, Leonard Williams, who just signed an extension, gets up to 91 power moves. You better get after the damn quarterback today. And Dexter Lawrence will be playing up to 88 power moves. Again, you better get after the quarterback. Also, the fact that his block shedding is below 80 maybe speaks to why we've been allowing so many rush yards in games. I don't know why Dexter Lawrence has below 80 block shed. That seems extremely low to me. But we'll go ahead and go to weekly strategy here. We'll focus on defending the short pass, and we're going to go full pads and split. And then I think blitz counter has worked out fairly well. I'm a little bit worried about some of the fatigue I'm seeing. So we're going to go half pads and split for all these guys as well. Game plan goal, get 5 sacks. Seems a little bit unreasonable, but 2+ passing touchdowns I think we can do. We might sack Tom Brady 5 times. You never know. 350+ offensive yards, and then win the turnover battle. That is always, always, always our goal. It's a little bit weird to not have Derek Cooper in here, the 4th round linebacker out of Oklahoma, but he is injured. And the 3rd round rookie out of UCF, Akil Edmonds, will start for him today at left outside linebacker. Hopefully he stays healthy. Seems like we did a pretty good job here, except a quad strain for Micah McFadden. Oh, man, special teams really going to struggle today as a result. And then offense, please everybody stay healthy. And they did. We do some upgrades before we start as well. Wyatt Anthony is the first one, who needs no power, is playing down to 98 with morale. But he shouldn't be. He's been killing it for us. He's going to boost all the way up to a 76 with +3 awareness. 77 if you factor in the morale, or if you ignore morale, I should say. And yeah, some people have been like, oh, 99 kick power. Surely you made him because you'd love that. You've cheated. Come on, guys. Come on. And then for Dontrell Cobb, I want block shedding in the 80s. Coverage, whatever, it's coming along. I'm going to do run stopper. I don't care that pass coverage is the scheme fit. +1 block shedding, man coverage, play rec, and tackle. Those are really good upgrades for now a superstar middle linebacker, Dontrell Cobb. Oh, big L pick. Yeah, at week 8, he's got superstar dev. And also, if I didn't mention it in the last episode, Nick Duval's development trait is revealed to be superstar. Pretty good pick at the top of the second round. Of course, finally met his requirement to play 500 snaps, but we already really knew that he was going to be superstar dev or higher because when we upgraded him to a 75, he unlocked an ability slot. So we go, oh, he's not going to have a star dev. And second wind is what I have on him right now. We really can't do anything until we upgrade him more. Still don't know Jaden Rhodes, but I think it's safe to say that he probably, not definitely, but probably has star dev. We'll put him at starting fullback as well, just because that could be an interesting way for him to get on the field more. Don't know Akil Edmonds yet. Obviously, Dontrell Cobb got upgraded from normal to superstar with a couple of really good performances. Don't know Derek Cooper. He's injured. Tough too. And I know, long intro, but there was a lot to talk about. It's Giants-Patriots. Super Bowl rematch, in a way. Of course, the Giants got the better of the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. 2007 and 2011, Eli Manning, Super Bowl MVP of both games. And really the MVP should have been the Giants' entire defense. Relentless pressure stopped that man, Tom Brady, from performing well. But it's going to be a battle today. We're on a hot streak. We've won 3 games in a row. But the Patriots are a good team. Tom Brady obviously is a great quarterback. And I imagine with how quickly he's going to get rid of the football and how accurate, how good he is, it's going to be tough to bring him down. It's going to be tough to even get opportunities to sack him. It's a good offensive line as well. So our offense is going to have to play well. And Cody Bailey's going to have to keep it up. No interceptions. Play smart football. The receivers have been doing such a better job of getting open in recent weeks, which I'm really, really loving. So guess what? You got to keep it up. We can't take any snaps off, can't take any plays off, can't take any weeks off. Keep it up, keep playing well, and we'll have a chance to beat the Patriots. We will kick off to start. Wind at 6 miles per hour against Wyatt Anthony here. But his kick is deep and at the front of the end zone. However, it will be returned. No touchback here. And a big hit by Jaden Rhodes in on special teams. The rookie tight end maybe should be playing some linebacker. What a shot. And there he is, Tom Brady. 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns to only 4 interceptions here in week 8. He's had a good season. We got to get to him. It's amazing he's back in New England. You know, Tom Brady called up Robert Kraft and said, hey, I know you have Mac Jones. I don't care. I want to start one final season. And that's what's happening. It's a little bit peculiar, but it's what's happening. Leonard Williams just got paid and just made a play. As Damian Harris had a heck of a game last week. 17 carries for 143 yards and a touchdown. 600 rushing yards on the season. It's pretty good. So Dontrell Cobb's on the ground, man. What are we doing? First down, Patriots. How nice is it to see that superstar logo right underneath Dontrell Cobb? Can't shed blocks, though. We need our defensive line to be better. Dexter Lawrence has to be better at stopping the run. And, I mean, the same thing can be said for Leonard Williams. It's not an easy task when you're just saying, hey, linebackers, go shed the blocks of these offensive linemen and make plays. It's the entire job of the defensive line, and in particular, as Joe Hayden makes a really nice tackle in the open field, in particular, the defensive tackles, to hold up these offensive linemen and give us lanes to shoot through as linebackers. As we get there, but it's a nice juke by Damian Harris and just very poorly read by whoever that was who was filling the lane and then left. Let's take another look. Tried to shoot right up the middle. And who was it? It was Julian Love. What is that, man? Fill the lane. He just turns to the side and tries to jump on the back of Azeez Ojulari. What are we doing? We're going to keep blitzing Brady, though. Eventually, somebody's going to get in there. It's play action, and Tay Crowder's brought him down. Had a little bit of help from Kayvon Thibodeau. But Tay Crowder read play action, stayed on Tom Brady, and made a really, really nice play. He's been a little bit quiet this year. He's playing for a contract extension potentially, maybe for somebody else with the interest he currently has in this Giants squad. But that's how you go out and make a play. They run play action on 2nd and long. Not a good decision. I've done it many times. I know how it is. And we've paid for it. Brady's going to go deep. Adoree Jackson in coverage. He got a hand on it and knocked it away. Let's go, Adoree. And that sack's going to prove critical. It knocks the Patriots back. They're going to have to punt, and we'll get the football back. It's Cody Bailey punting. Nice. No, of course not. But if Cody Bailey plays like he did in the first half of the season, first quarter, we'll probably have him punting in no time because he's not going to play quarterback. The numbers are improving, though. He's over 2,100 yards passing, 12 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. But when you factor in the 14 interceptions in like 4 or 5 games, only 2 interceptions over the last 3 or so is pretty good. You want to run the ball with Saquon, though, and that's not a bad start. It's only 4 yards, but we'll take 4 yards a carry. Saquon with a couple of touchdowns last week, nearly 100 yards. He's had a really good season for us. Hasn't really been the star so much this year. It's been tough to get him going at times, but I think he's done a really good job of just getting the hard-fought yards. And even when it hasn't been easy, he's just kept on trucking forward. This one's coming back regardless, so a little bit of a moot point there. It's a hold. Nick Duval. No, it's the left tackle, Andrew Thomas. Another player playing for an extension, by the way. On a 2nd and 16, we're just going to run. We have Saquon Barkley. It doesn't necessarily mean giving up. Gets us a more manageable 3rd down and 8. And we're going to throw it for Kadarius Toney, who catches it out in stride. Really tight coverage, though. And Jones saves a big-time play, but it's still 21 yards for Kadarius Toney. Good throw from Cody Bailey on 3rd down. They really didn't get that crazy. I think they sent 5. We just picked it up really well with our blocks. I mean, we left Saquon in the block. We had good numbers there. We get a really good result. Converting on 3rd and long there. Not super easy, but we did it. 3rd and 9. Who wants to get open? Larry? It's going to be Larry Smith. He took a shot from Kyle Duggar, but the 2nd-round pick holds on. Playing for Kenny Golladay, who was traded just a few weeks ago. He's starting to become a bigger part of this offense, and you could see it on full display there with a big-time catch to move the chains. That's what we like to see from Larry Smith. Go make a play. Play action. Bailey throwing under pressure and inaccurate. Kadarius Toney was the intended receiver. Couldn't get him the football. That would have been a really, really nice play. Didn't end up working out, and it's 2nd and 10. Can we go? I want to go block and release. Block and release cross for Jaden Rhodes. We'll leave. No, we can put Barkley out on a route. Got double slants. And we're going to throw it for the tight end. Nick Duval, inaccurate touch pass, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Who wants to make a play? We're going to go for Odell. He's got a step, and he's got a touchdown. Great ball from Cody Bailey, and Odell Beckham Jr. loves to score here at home in front of these Giants fans. Big touchdown. We take the lead. So important to get that momentum early. I mean, you see Dietrich Wise in the backfield pretty much when Cody Bailey releases that throw. A couple of bad throws on this drive, but Cody Bailey's shown you already in this game, he's still a rookie quarterback, still going to have his flaws, but when it's come time to make these important, critical throws, 3rd down, move the chains, he's done it today. I know it's early. We've seen some misfires. That's a big touchdown. 7-0 Giants here with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Oh, Dexter Lawrence, nice play. Insta-shed. Lawrence playing for a contract extension as well. Saw his buddy Leonard Williams get one. He says, I want one. I want that money. And that's a really, really sick play. And maybe I should use the defensive line more often. That was too easy. 2nd and 12. Oh, that's super open down the sideline. Kendrick Bourne. McKinney pushes him out, but it's a massive gain. Darnay Holmes was there. Were we in cover 2? Yeah, we were in cover 2. That's just, they called the right play. Brady is obviously going to know where to go with that football. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. They called the right play to beat our coverage. What can you do? Here's a run. Thibodeau's turned around. Harris with power. Went through Hayden. Running with it. Brady just going to wisely throw it away. 3rd and 5. Patriots need a first down. And Brady going to throw for one, but incomplete. Good coverage by the Giants there. Brady with a quick throw. Doesn't end up converting. And they will have a chance to convert with a field goal. And that is good. New England on the board. Still a very close game. Mac Jones, the holder, and Greg the leg puts the Pats on the board. But still had the lead. Still have the momentum. Let's keep it up. Rhodes in motion. Barkley will get it. Trying to find space. Barkley with power ends up making that a pretty nice run. It's only 3 yards, but it was 3 yards. It didn't really even look like it was there at all. That was good hard running. We're gonna go ahead and flip this. We got numbers, but Matt Judon just makes a nice play. And that is the end of the first quarter. This is gonna be a tough first down to pick up. I know we've said that like a lot this game already, and we managed to do it on the previous drive, but it's gonna be a tough one to pick up. It's 3rd and 9, backed up from our own 26. I think there's a good chance that they're going to send heat and we just won't have time to throw. Barkley, maybe. I don't want to leave him in the block. I think we have a chance to hit him out of the backfield as a receiver here. And we're going to layer that in to the rookie tight end, Nick Duval. When in doubt, target Nick Duval. Targeted tight end, and Nick Duval with another catch. I love throwing to him. He's a beast. That is his first catch of the game, not his first target, though. Saquon, important to know, is Y here, not RB. And we're gonna throw a pick. Yeah, I don't know. I stared it down and just threw it anyway. I don't know. Just a stupid interception from me. Can't afford to make that mistake. Dontrell Cobb, the Don. Huge hit in the backfield. And for somebody without the big hitter trait, I don't know what you call that. I mean, I know you can, but can you actually believe I threw that interception? I know you can, but man, that's tough. Tough to do that. Brady gonna throw incomplete. I think that was the running back Ramondre Stevenson. He tried to target him deep down the field. I knew exactly what play that was when I saw Ramondre Stevenson running that route. A better throw from Brady, and that's probably a first down. Stevenson ran a pretty good route. Really annoying, stupid Cody Bailey interception. Just my bad. Just not being able to get off the receiver I wanted to throw to, really is what that is. Done that a billion times. I'll continue to do it, I'm sure. It's a frustrating mistake. 2nd and 9. Good enough slant from Odell. That'll be close to a first down. I think he's just a bit shy, though. It's a good route. What are you going to do? They're actually going to give it to us. I wanted to make this play action. We're not going to have enough time to change to what I actually want to do here. We're going to go for Nick Duval. He'll break a tackle. Turn back up the field. The big tight end moves pretty well. I can't believe I threw that pick. I'm still thinking about it. It just hurts the numbers. At the end of the day, that's all it does. It hurts the numbers, and I hate it. Because I know at the end of the season, we're going to look at it, and I'll have thrown 25 or 30 interceptions. And that's just too many. I know Jameis Winston's done that in real life. Eli Manning's come close to 30. But it's ugly. It's so ugly to see. And that's a fumble. Recovered by New England. Held onto the football too long. Christian Barmore with the recovery, and New England now in a really good position to score. 2nd turnover of the game, and these are critical. These are how you lose games. The Patriots have not really been able to do too much here on offense so far. I know they're due. They're going to score as I say that. We can't let them take advantage of our mistakes. We can't give them mistakes to take advantage of, is kind of what I want to say. Like, they haven't really played that well. They don't deserve these opportunities, and we're giving them opportunities. We got to play better. I got to play better. 2nd and 9. That's going to be a touchdown. Yep, Damian Harris. I could tell. Good blocking and good vision from Damian Harris to find a lane and find the end zone. Cole Strange, former first-round pick, leading the way, and New England takes the lead based off of mistakes. The absolute worst thing you can do to an offense that's struggling is give them field positioning. and make it easy for him. We can't make it easy. It's a big issue. Let's see if we can find some space to run here with Saquon. Try to counter. Just couldn't really find much. 3rd and 6. Wide open is Tony, and there is a flag. You got to imagine this one's coming back on 3rd down. Critical mistakes. It's another hold. You can't, man. It's Andrew Thomas again. We convert, and then you set us back. And then, you know how hard it is to convert 3rd and 16? You don't really convert these. You don't really. Hopefully we can get a bit lucky. Kadarius Toney up the seam. Great ball from Bailey. And we convert on 3rd and long, miraculously. This Patriots defense, not playing great. This has been an ugly game from both teams so far. Jeez. Barkley out of the backfield. He's got plenty of space. Barkley gets the 1st down. Sometimes that's all you have to do. They have so many DBs on the field, just check down to your running back and let him make a play. Unfortunately, couldn't make anybody miss, but that is a nice enough play. And I really like the look of this. If we can get good blocking here, they might rush 5. But if we can get good blocking, it's either a shot play or a check down to Nick Duval. Nick Duval's wide open. Got the feet down. What a catch from the tight end. A wide receiver type play right there. I tried to get the ball to him so much earlier, but there's a delay off play action that's really frustrating. That's a 2-minute warning, though. We're moving the football. I think we're playing fairly well. We just have to stop the mistakes, and it's a different game right now. There's no reason we should be down in the game, but we've shot ourselves in the foot, which with Plaxico Burress being a former Giant, I guess it makes sense. 1st and 10. Barkley check down. I don't know. That DB did a really good job of covering everywhere I wanted to throw. Brings us to 2nd and 10. Working off verticals over the middle. It's Kadarius Toney. Toney, I mean, he's had some big plays taken away from him today. He has. But this one makes it all worth it. Finds the end zone, completely uncovered, really. And a big-time score to retake the lead, reclaim what's ours, and a nice score before the half. 1.5 minutes here before we get to halftime. I think there's enough time for Brady to score. I hope that our defense doesn't give them that opportunity. But the reality is, if they want to, they will. We're probably going to stick in cover 3 or man, no cover 2. If they want to take underneath stuff, that's fine. But at the same time, there is plenty of time left. That's my main concern. There's plenty of time left, and they have 3 timeouts. So it wouldn't shock me if they managed to convert here. Little check down. Take Crowder. Nice hit. That's open. We got caught in cover 2. Timeout, New England. Let's get some individual pressure. I'd love pressure on a 4-man rush. Play action. We're caught on a block. He's going to go down the middle. No. Check down. Hunter Henry. Wrapped up. Nice tackle in space. Brady. Check down machine. All right. 3rd and 6. We're going cover 4 here. I think there's a decent chance that's a defense that can compete here. Brady with time. Brady looking for a receiver. Time runs out. Brady throws it into the dirt, and they will punt. Really good defense from us, and it's a decent punt. Not great, though. We'll get the ball in the 16, 3 timeouts, 38 seconds. Will be tough to score, but with Wyatt Anthony, we really don't have to get far. Do we have the wind with us? I think we might. So, I mean, all it takes is getting close to the 50, probably. No mistakes. Oh, my God. Thankfully, that wasn't intercepted. Look at this. Tony's going to come wide open, and they bump as I throw the ball. Also, I do see Larry Smith. We could have lobbed it to him. I just wasn't looking at that. And then Tony gets bumped and slowed down. And it's like, the thing about throwing the football is it's all timing based. And something like that you don't anticipate completely throws off your timing. And that's how interceptions happen. I've had so many of those. Working off play action. Throwing on the run. Oh my goodness. Completely overshoots Odell. Not even close. We're going to go back to play action. Completely overshoots Odell. Nearly gets it to Kadarius Toney. I'm going to try and convert. There's Kadarius Toney. Beautiful throw from Bailey. Really threading the needle. The window was not super wide open there. But the defender really didn't react to it, which he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have been in position. Larry Smith went on the outside. Nick Duval kind of does. Bad throw from Cody Bailey. Why am I seeing so many of those? 2nd and 10, we're going to run the ball. Saquon has space. Saquon falling forward. We're going to call a timeout. At this point, I'm not really convinced we're going to have a chance to score a touchdown. So we're just trying to get into field goal range with that run. 3rd and 1. It's a draw. Saquon. Good space. We're going to call a timeout. That's our final timeout. It might be max protect, 1 shot to the end zone, and then field goal. All right, if we get pressured, get rid of the football. Oh my God. I've thrown an interception because I didn't know the route. How is B not on a streak there? Oh my God. It's so frustrating to be alive. You have no idea. 2nd interception of the game. Like, why am I doing that, man? I want to lob it to the end zone. I clicked the 1 button of the guy not going deep. The running back is B. I guess he was the outside receiver, but I'm not used to that. It is a me mistake, but it's a frustrating one. This halftime show is presented by Underdog Fantasy, my favorite way to play fantasy sports, and I have a couple of things that I feel like are locks this week. So I feel dangerous about it because anytime it feels too good to be true, it probably is. You can use code Bengal on Underdog at sign up. You can play in a bunch of different states now. I'm going to go ahead and put a map up on the screen of where you can play as I talk about my first slip here. I've got quite a few of them this week, and a lot of them revolve around Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, and Josh Allen. Herbert at 275.5 passing yards. I feel like that's just such an easy over, especially against Houston defense. He hasn't gone for under 279 this season. So I feel like it's such an easy over. It almost feels too good to be true, but I'm pounding the over on Herbert. And same thing with Josh Allen. It's literally the exact same story against the Ravens here, except the Ravens defense is putrid right now, especially their pass defense. Really, really bad. Allen now one of the better quarterbacks in the league. I think he's going to go easy over 290.5. I just think it's going to happen. And then Justin Fields lower on 23.5 passing attempts. Apparently the weather is not going to be so great in East Rutherford, New Jersey. And even beyond that, Justin Fields has not attempted over 17 passes the entire year. They're a very run-first team, and you're playing the Giants as well, who are missing a bunch of their top receivers. I think they're going to be running the ball a lot. This should be a shorter game, in my opinion, leading to less overall possession time in general. So I think you're going to see less passing attempts, and Fields feels like an easy under 23.5. I have said before, though, when it feels too good to be true, it probably is. But hopefully it's not, because I got Carson Wentz higher than 35.5 passing attempts. They're playing the Dallas Cowboys. We've seen a high passing output in a lot of these Cowboys games. Look at Daniel Jones from a week ago on Monday Night Football. Carson Wentz has thrown the ball 40-plus times a game in each of his first 3 starts. They're going to throw the ball a lot, especially against Dallas. No Dak Prescott. And Washington here, I mean, Carson Wentz over 35.5, it just feels like an easy over. I really prefer to bet on the passing attempts over or versus yards or touchdowns just because it feels easier to predict. And then sipping on that haterade, I have Jalen Hurts under 25.05 fantasy points. He's been so amazing this year. Here's the thing. In order to get 25 fantasy points, you have to absolutely go off. And he has played really well so far this year, but even this game against Detroit, 24.72 fantasy points. I had to pull it up on my phone so we could see it on, or so I could see what it is. But this game against Detroit is pretty good. 90 rushing yards and a touchdown, 243 passing yards. That was under 25. And for a Jacksonville defense that's actually played really well this year, Hurts is going to have to go off to hit that marker. I just don't think it's going to happen. But this would be the one that I'm worried about. So if you're going to pick Jalen Hurts under, maybe ensure the slip so that you can cash if you go 4 or 5 or 2 of 3, 3 or 4. So you only need 3 right. You only need 1 less right than all of them when you insure it. Yes, you're going to win less money, but it's safer. Would you rather be like 90% guaranteed to win $100 or 50% at 150 or 200. That's kind of what you're dealing with. In some other slips, I have Javonte Williams over 52.5. I feel like that's probably going to hit against the Raiders. He's getting more touches. If he gets 15 attempts the way he has in back-to-back games, I think he's going to go over 52.5 pretty comfortably. Davis Mills, I have higher 34.5 passing attempts. The Chargers and the Texans should be throwing the ball a lot. Davis Mills has gone over 34.5 in 2 of the 3 games so far this season. I think it's going to happen. And I also took Kyler Murray over 35.5. The Cardinals are throwing the football a lot. They've been involved in shootouts. I don't know why that wouldn't happen against the Carolina Panthers. We'll have to see, but I think over 35.5 has potential to hit. But just remember, insure it if you want. But that's going to do it, guys. Let's get back to the action. Third quarter for the Giants. Thanks to Underdog for sponsoring this video. And remember to use code BENGAL. Link is in the description. Second interception of the game. We get the ball to start. I should have just kicked the field goal. I should have not called the timeout at 9 seconds. I should have waited for it to come down. Why even bother taking a shot at the end zone? We're not going to convert. I end up throwing a pick. It's a stupid interception, and it's going to raise my blood pressure. Here's the same play. This was the same play. I streaked Odell is what happened. I can't believe that. It's amazing what I do. We're going to air it out. Larry Smith, go up and get it, and he does. I can't tell you how much I want to just trust a receiver down the field to just run underneath one. I can't get the opportunity. None of my receivers, not even 98 speed Larry Smith, can win down the field. We just don't have time for it. It's underthrown. Larry Smith goes up and gets it. A lot easier when the DB doesn't even try to go for the football. That's a rookie Sean Hawthorne out of Colorado. First round pick by the Pats. And the second round pick, Larry Smith, gets the better of him. Tight end screen. I don't know what happened there. Roughing the passer will give us 15 and an automatic first down. Thank you, Christian Barmore. I'm still thinking about the interceptions this game, man. I am so frustrated every time I throw a pick. It's really the worst. I can't even explain it to you. The rare under center run here. A good cutback from Barkley, and that is a first down. And we're sacked. Didn't trust any of those throws. I thought Nick Duval was going to be wide open on the slant. They took it away pretty well. I saw some questionable, maybe we can get that in there. I don't want to throw a pick, is what it comes down to right now. Not on first down. Not on first down. If I had it my way, it wouldn't be on second, third, or fourth down either. We're just going to go Saquon. Go through him. Good stuff from Saquon, and we're back to the 4. Third and goal. Who wants to get open? It's Kadarius Toney. Second touchdown of the game. Kadarius Toney making it happen today. Good route. Bailey getting rid of the football really quickly. Went to the right guy. Got the right result. And we extend this lead 21-10. We got to play less stupid. It's too... one interception didn't end up mattering, obviously, but... I mean, I guess it did take 3 points off the board. You assume Wyatt Anthony's going to be able to drill that. Yeah, I think more than anything, I just hate that it's going to be on the stat sheet. Because I'll get crucified for it. Still anyone's game here. It's only an 11-point lead right now for us. As Damian Harris has been a tough guy to stop today. 12 rushes for 54 yards and a touchdown. It's a pretty good average per carry. It's nothing spectacular. Like, he isn't killing us. He's just having a good game. A lot of I-form. Run outside. That's a good tackle. Let's pinch that line. 3rd and 3. Will they run it? They will. Harris stood up. But he falls forward and he gets it. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I mean, it's a power run team we're seeing right now. Get out to Ramondre. He's going to just completely throw away Xavier McKinney. Ramondre Stevenson pushed out at the 36. When he comes into the game, I guess you have to know that it's going to be a pass. But we blitzed. We blitzed against it. And it was the perfect call. Quick throw out to the running back. And obviously a really good result for them. We had to make a choice there. It was going to be the same yardage either way. That one on the sideline to Jonnu Smith. Otherwise would have been wide open over the middle. Just, again, a good play against our defense. Right now, the Patriots are calling the right plays. They're moving the football down the field. That's not the right play. What are they doing there? Kayvon Thibodeau meets him in the backfield. They, like, fake the tight end. I don't know, like end around and then handed it off. That was a weird play. Or they faked the sweep, I should say. At 2nd and 13. We're just not close enough. But, ooh, Adoree Jackson gets back to him and forces the incompletion. Okay. 3rd and 13. We're showing blitz. Let's see if we can make a stop. Oh, no, I left it. I left my responsibility. I thought he was in the block. I thought he was in the block. And that's why those delay fades can be so effective, because you think, oh, don't have to factor or account for him in the passing game. He's going to block. Nope. We're run committing up the middle. We got to save a touchdown here. It's got to be done. I'm going to play the cutback lane. This could be big. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a touchdown. They had that any way they wanted it. Martin into the end zone. Kyle Martin. That is the rookie tight end out of Louisville. Would have been a mid to late round pick. Brady loves his tight ends. Belichick loves his tight ends. It was open. Robert Kraft especially loves tight ends. 2-point conversion attempt for the Patriots. There is a flag, and he's short anyway. Surely it's a hold. Offensive holding. And we're going to go ahead. Conversion is good. They got that? All right, they're going to reattempt it. I thought he was definitely short. Okay. A little bit of a surprise to me there. They'll reattempt the 2-point conversion, this time from the 12. Let them check down. They don't know the situation. CPU doesn't know it. And we'll get the football with just under 2 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Really would love a touchdown to re-extend that lead. Back-to-back RPOs. Yeah. Wow, that's... Hard cut lost all momentum. I'm looking at Nick Duval quickly. Not really open. Check down. Get upfield, Tony. That's a first down. He got it. Let's go. Good call. Final snap of the 3rd quarter. Will be a Barkley handoff. Decent blocking. Couldn't get the juke to the outside. And Saquon gets 9. He'll probably end up going over 100 this game. He's been good for us. We're going to keep feeding him here in the second half. 2nd and 1. Yeah, we're going to run the football. Saquon cut back, first down. I didn't really like the blocking on that. I thought that hole was going to close. That's why I just cut it up and got the first down. On 2nd and 1, I'm just fine taking the first. I don't want 3rd and 1 because who knows what can happen. So we'll just take it. We'll just take the first. Saquon, mean stiff arm. Gets a few. We're going to try and get big here. I'll throw down the field if it's open. We're going deep. Nick Duval. Incomplete. I would call this 4-down territory. 3rd and 7 from the 48. We're not punting, and we're going to run the ball. Saquon with a block, and Saquon gets so close to pushing that across, but he's going to be an inch or two shy. Could be a 62-yarder that's makeable with Wyatt Anthony. But we're going to line up to go for it. 4th and inches. Couldn't get him to jump. It's going to be a handoff to the tight end, Jaden Rhodes, and he got it. The rare tight end handoff. But we do convert. Barkley going to get the touch, and good blocking. That was great. That was perfect. I can't imagine blocking being better. 2nd and 11. We'll just run the football. Barkley's been so good at getting yards after carry. But it is 3rd and 8. Not the best spot to run the ball there. We just, we're hoping he'd make a play. 3rd and 8. Who wants to get open? But why don't I back up more? Run, Saquon! Run! Oh my God, you're seeing it happen! Why are you watching? Oh my God, dude. Another mistake. I just dropped back 30 yards. Oh, just dumb. Strip sack. Saquon's watching it happen. I mean, check this out. And I don't know, maybe I should have thrown to Nick Duval quickly. Would have been a tough, tight throw. Don't know. Kept backing up. But, I mean, if you step in the pocket, it's a sack there. So I guess backing up wasn't even the issue. The issue was Saquon blocking an edge rusher. Glowinski, I mean, they just sent heat. And when you rush 6, and of course, you know, we block 6, one of them is the running back, it puts us in a tough spot when we don't get open quickly. And then, of course, yeah, that's forced fumble. But look at Saquon, man. Like, the ball's on the ground here, and watch him. He's just at the lightest speed possible. He's looking at the ball on the ground with absolutely no care or desire to go after it. 2-point attempt for the Patriots. And that's good defense from Julian Love. It's a 1-point lead, and we've made too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. All right, 1st and 10. Can we get him off play action? I don't like this. Throw it away. How does he not throw it away? When your arm is fully extended, don't bring the ball back. Throw it away. And already it's 2nd and 19. Patriots with full momentum. This is falling apart quickly. It's falling apart so quickly. I might run the ball here. 2nd and 19. I just like the way it looks. There's Barkley. There's a good block. Saquon Barkley gets back all of it. 1st down. Tony's going to come in motion. He's going to get it as well. Break the tackle. Break the tackle. Ugh. Saquon's out of the game. I struggle to want to throw it here. And I can't get the throw off. 3rd and 20. Juwan Bentley. Oh, God, man. Are these routes just too... I mean, they are taking too long to develop. 3rd and 20. Saquon back in, but he's going to block. Tony, I guess, is a good option here. It's 3rd down and 20, man. We keep living in these spots. And it's an interception. It's a throw out of sack interception. And it's a pick 6. Juwan Bentley, man. How? The throw out of sack interceptions are back. It's a laser beam right to a fucking linebacker that's not even moving. Yeah, the throw out of sack picks are the death of me. 5 turnovers today. 5 of them. Still a 1-possession game, but I'm so sick of my mistakes. Some of these are unavoidable, but God, I mean, what is happening here in this 4th quarter? I think the CPU is like, hey, would you care to run more long developing routes? And I do coach suggestions to keep it less overpowered. Bailey's gonna take off. We're getting a block. We ain't sliding. But every time it's like, hey, you want like a bunch of squiggly routes that going down on the field? Like, oh, jeez. And the ball comes loose. It's recovered. It's every time. It's just CPU's like, hey, would you like to run 8 wheels and 2 streaks? You want nobody in the block? I'm checking down to keep Duval as a blocker. There we go. Kadarius Toney, big gain. They sent everybody. They run commit or something? That was bizarre. Snap it. Snap it. They're not ready. Wide open. Throw the ball to the receiver, please, Cody. How does he keep missing these throws? Good broken tackle. Let's go, Saquon. He's fumbled the ball. He's fumbled the ball. You can't make it up. You can't. I don't even think we have the 2 sacks either. Oh, my goodness. He doesn't even know. They don't even know that he... play the quarterback! And that's going to bring it down to the 2-minute warning. In my opinion, this will be the worst loss of the series. Because I feel like we looked like the better team throughout, and then in the 4th quarter, we fell apart. The game plan completely went awry. And I kept running the ball, by the way. But I can't consistently run the ball on 3rd and 8. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, the thing I'm going to point to is I have to run commit here. The thing I'm going to point to is just we got away from our game plan. That's all it is. We got away from our game plan, and we let the Patriots come back. I mean, we made so many mistakes. It's the dumb interceptions, and it's the fumbles, return for touchdowns. It's the everything. Dontrell Cobb, big hit. That football's got to come loose. Yeah, 3rd and 15. I don't know why. Why would they pass here? They can take so much time off the clock. Oh my goodness. They got it. They picked it up too. On 3rd and long, they pick it up. They pick it up. I couldn't get to my defense, man. And game over. Patriots win 29-21. And I had my face cam in the top right the entire game. I don't even know what to say. It's the most frustrating loss for different reasons than it usually is. We didn't get pummeled this game. We let the worst team win. They didn't play better than us. They didn't. And I don't think we even sacked Tom Brady twice. We certainly didn't win the fucking game. Threw 3 interceptions with the Cody Bailey. Ended up fumbling twice. Saquon had 25 attempts for 127 yards. Just sometimes, even with that 5-yard average per carry, some of them are going for 5 or 8 or 12. Very few are going for 12, though. What was the long? 19. But if 2 runs go for like 3 combined yards, we're at 3rd and 7, and I just can't run the ball in that spot, and we got to call plays that are going to get receivers further down the field. It just sucks when the pressure gets in when you're trying to wait for those routes to get open. I can't believe we lost this one. I really can't. I really can't. And look at the numbers from these receivers. This is what's the most disgusting thing about it. We only completed 17 passes. Awful performance. Awful. Awful. Half a sack for Tay Crowder and Kayvon Thibodeau. Yeah, we sacked him 1 time. No interceptions, obviously. And the reason we lost the game, we turned over the ball 5 times to the Patriots 0. Per usual, no highlights. Oh, we got 1. Wow. Yeah, I just, it's the most disappointed I've been in the team in a minute. And yeah, I know I'm calling the plays and all that, right? Or, well, actually, I'm really not. I know I'm playing the games and all that. And a lot of it does fall on me, but it sucks to see us fall apart like that, obviously. Playmaker, big time upgrades for Kadarius Toney. +3 catching, +1 deep route running, +3 medium, +4 release, and +1 spectacular catch. Huge upgrades for Kadarius Toney. That's insane. That is a huge boost. And we'll get the response here. We dropped to 4-4. Yeah, Tom Brady's tough, man. No, this is not an easy loss to swallow. This is tough. This one really hurts. Like Gene Dangus is saying it right, man. Really hurts. All defensive players love -5 play rep next game. Sweet. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna trade anybody here. McKinney's gonna stay on the team. Lawrence for sure, right? Like we'll look to try and extend those guys. Tay Crowder to me is a little bit more expendable, but we're keeping him around for now. We're going to week 9, and you know, I'm hoping we have a better performance. It's not an easy task. Yes, they're 3-5. This is a really good Dolphins team, and it's a Dolphins team that matches up really well with our team, as they have Jalen Waddle, they have Tyreek Hill. We just don't have the corners that can cover those guys, so we're gonna have to get after Tua early and often. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. More than I did, I can tell you that. Damn, how are we 4-4? And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.